now watching Jay in the Morning with your host Jay Harlem and Jay Moggenheim live on Mog TV.
Yo. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Big 50. Thank y'all for pulling up. You are watching the number one show.
Back on that gangster shit.
In the
Yes,
Polyverse.
Number one morning show in the Polyverse. Salute to everybody out there in the building, in the bushes, at work, at home, doing whatever. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. Jay's in the morning. Salute, man. Jay, how's your morning going? Top of the morning, brother.
Yeah, so far so good. Can't complain. Good morning.
Yeah, great morning, man. Yeah, we're here. We breathing. You know, another day. It's nice in the city.
And we on episode 50, bro. So yeah, that's
50. That's crazy. It was all a dream.
It was all a dream. It started from a WhatsApp, you know what I mean, conversation. We should go live.
All a dream. Yeah, like fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Manifestation is a motherfucker, no?
Yeah. So now we here and
episode 50. Doing it for y'all. I hope y'all love it and appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, like we always say, all proceeds do go to the StreamYard to keep this free show going for you guys. Love and support. So that's how we do it over here with Jay's in the Morning, providing you media with seasoning, you know?
Seasoning
that shit is copywritten over here. Shit. But yeah, man. Shit's been crazy. For those who don't know what's going on, big news with the whole DR situation with that young lady who lost her life out there. You know, very sad. You know, condolences go to the family, and it's crazy, but it looks suspicious. You know, the videotapes and everything. But for those who don't know what's going on, you know, we're going here just update you, give you a little, you know, run back of what it is.
Yeah, about a week ago. What this was, man? 2 weeks ago now. 3 weeks ago.
About a week.
So the weekend after Super Bowl, this shit happened, right, or whatever. When the girl came missing.
Mm-hmm.
Rio Republica. They had actually even that weekend too. I heard they was also catching some flack about. I think the power was out at the fucking spot for a while.
Yeah,
so they were getting some bad reviews. But nobody, you know, that kind of died away. Those stories because of the girl that was missing. Let me see what clip we had loaded up for that one. But those of y'all who watched the story, you know, you had a young lady. I think she was 22, 21 years old. They on vacation. I don't know who she went there with.
With her girlfriend, supposedly from school.
Yeah, so they went on the girls' trip. Then one night, you know what I'm saying, they're hanging out. And then, after, you know, because as y'all all know, they got the open bar, everything at those resorts. So they was after a long night of drinking, they decided to go swimming. Because this happened at like 4 a.m. or some shit. After like the bars and shit closed, they decided we all going to go to the beach. So they all go to the beach, you know, with some friends or something they met there. Let me see what the hell. I forget the dude's name. He's from Iowa. I just watched a story about it this morning. They go out. Surveillance shows them going out to the beach, and only one of them came back. Everybody came back except for the one girl. Then the story is that they went out in the water, went swimming, and they was out there, and a big wave hit them, dragged them out further, and they had to like swim and struggle to get back to shore. And then when he got back to shore, you know what I'm saying, he saved, you know, the girl almost drowned. He was a lifeguard. He said he had only been trained to swim in pools, and lifeguard at a pool. It was his first time having to do that in the ocean. He swam back to shore. Everything was everything. She walked away. His statement, he saw her walking away in knee-deep water. Then she walked away after she said she was good. He went to the beach chair, threw up, passed out, woke up, whatever, 4 hours later, then they walked, you know what I'm saying, back to the resort. She never made it back, in a nutshell. So, speaking with you in the pre-production, in the green room, You said he did that. What's your take on the situation, Harlem? Let's see if I can find.
Allegedly. Shout out to Smoke. Allegedly. I mean, the dude looks, I think you say he's a wrestler or something, supposedly, out in
Yeah, I think so.
college. You know, maybe, my theory, I don't believe this. This is for entertainment purposes only. I think it was on the beach. Something happened, and he made her disappear. That's my theory on that. It's just a coincidence. His whole story. His family is very wealthy. You know how it is in certain places of the DR. You pay the right people off, things could go away. It just looks suspect. The footage alone, he looked like them creepy dudes. Oh, she's drunk. Let me like that shit looked weird already. He's over there guiding her while the two, girlfriends. Matter of fact, you got that clip. What was that clip too? I can't even fucking remember.
My internet's fucking shoddy, so I had to like
Yeah,
reset.
yeah. But he's literally walking with this young lady, and it looks, you can tell she's impaired. You know what I mean? She's not all there. Exactly. But again, you know what's on his mind. Come on, let's keep it real.
I think it's on her mind.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
We don't.
That's the thing.
Exactly. We're all speculating. We're all speculating. Allegedly. But okay. So I'm thinking, okay, look, they at the resort, they drunk. You could drink till 2, sometimes 3, depending on what the spot is. And those resorts, they all have a sports bar that stays open 24 hours, so you can drink all night. Pools and shit close like at sunset. There's nothing, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, and I've even seen this because my apartment that I have in Pueblito is right next to what is it called? I'll think of it in a second. I'll Google map it. So I have gone on long late night walks. I'll roll up a blunt. I'll walk down the beach a half a mile at nighttime. I got a big ass flashlight. One of them big, like, you know what I'm saying? I forget how many candle watt power and shit, but like the shit lights up shit like the day. I like to go walking at night. One night, and I was walking back, and as you're walking, I'm on the border next to like 2 resorts. So as I walk the beach, sometimes you have like the dogs, the beach dogs, which are their own form of security within themselves. So I think some of the most effective because they be wilding, the beach dogs at night. But they have your the resort security. So the resort security, I had times where they'll flashlight at me, I flashlight back at them. You know what I'm saying? And then just to see who you are and shit. And like once you speak to them, they realize you just walking, whatever, because you could be there as long as you're close to the water. Okay. However, one night I seen the beach, like the guard was flashing me, and he said something. He said, "Are you with them?" And I didn't know what he was talking about. And then he flashed the light at the water, so I did as well. And there was a couple out in the water, like just saying they about waist deep. You know what I mean? I already knew. I'm like, okay, it's like 2, 3 in the morning. I already know. So they was like all embracing shit. I'm like, they out there fucking or making out water shit. And I was like, no, I'm not with them. And then he was like, well, could you tell them? I'm like, yo, I'm not with them. So then he started telling them like, hey, I need y'all to come, out of the water because it's dangerous at night, blah, 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 blah. So I know couples always go in the water to fool around on the beach at the resort. That's what they do. When I seen the same scenario, when they said they went out late to the beach, I'm like, that's what they do. I think they was out in the water fucking around. They both really drunk. And the wave did come in and fuck them up, drag them out further. I do think that is what happened to them. But I also think like he did struggle to try to bring her back, but I don't think he did. He made it out and said, fuck her or whatever the fuck. Y'all smoke smash, y'all, what I'm saying, you get hit by a wave, now you in the water fight, now we
drunk. Yeah, he got that whole, it was a swimming pool, like the fact that even is in a story.
So I think that he failed to get her out the water. I don't think he did it on purpose, right? And then he smashed, he's hammered, what I'm saying? He struggled, like he said, he was fighting, I swallowed a bunch of water. He made it to the shore. And after this, I've been in a situation where I in a wave pool or I wasn't on like a raft. And
yeah, the wave pools are crazy. Yeah, action
but
park.
I've had that panic moment where I was like, bro, like I'm barely got my head above water and another wave just hit you. Blam! Now you swallow. Now you're like, what the fuck? And I'm panicking.
Yeah.
But I got out. And then I remember I was so tired just from the adrenaline and all that shit. Like you just like almost can collapse. Like once you decide to poop, like fuck, I almost drowned. So I think they both had that moment. He tried to save her. He probably couldn't. He made it out, right? Like he said. He was fucking drunk like they both was, and he had, he probably threw up like he said, blah, 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 and he might have passed out. But he didn't drag her to safety like he said, and she didn't walk away. So I think he did wake up after passing out and realize, holy shit, that shit was real. That was no fucking dream. We out here in this water, and then he go back and make it up like, I tried to save her, blah, 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 blah. So I think the beginning of the story was right, what they was doing, how they got out there, and then them getting dragged out in the water. I just think after he came to, he's lying because he's nervous. I don't think he killed her or like it was a situation where he's trying to. I think they both when they be on drunk and on the vacation mode on the resort, the chicks be loose. You know what I'm saying? I know that. So I think that they was out there messing around. You know what I mean? I think it was he's lying, but I don't think he tried to drown her. That's just my take. But I do think that he was there when it happened. He's only telling half the story. And I do think because he ain't came home yet. And you know what I mean, and they
got the lawyers mad quick. They told him shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they say yeah. But the questions that he stopped answering or whatever that they say he said I can't answer that. I'm gonna let my lawyers handle that. Those are some strange ones. When they was like, did you know her before? And some other things. I'm like, those would be the easiest questions to answer. But he also looks guilty because he didn't come and report that shit. And here's another thing. He said, his whole timeline. He said, okay, he woke up, after passed out for 4 hours on the beach. Then he goes back to his room, and then he said later he had to make a report because he lost his room card or it was stolen or he lost it. But how did you make it back to your room and get in your room if you didn't have the key card? You know what I'm saying?
I know
but
that.
He got some shit, so I don't know. I definitely think, I'm probably 100% sure he ain't telling the whole story. But I don't necessarily think that he drowned her. But I think that she drowned. So, we'll see. You know what I mean?
I don't know. He was definitely towering over her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they still went out to the beach. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's a wrestler.
He took her out, was trying to get some.
She said no. She said no at the last minute. Allegedly, she was like, "No, I don't want to do this. I don't feel right."
I mean, it could be that too. It could have been the water and it's happening. It could have been, it could have been a lot. It could have been some
allegedly
some hanky-panky went wrong type shit,
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just again, his story seems too crazy. I know definitely they were drunk. That's a fact. That is a fact. They were definitely drunk. It just
yes.
Again, it just feels more like they paid off the right people, man. It just feels like that the way they trying to shut this story down. You know what I mean? Like she drowned.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it. That's it. She drowned. That's it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You don't get it. She fucking drowned. Okay. But where's the body though?
Yeah.
She drowned. This is supposed to pop up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Because that's the next part too. I'm like, okay, well, I do think he's definitely not telling the whole truth. But what is he guilty of? So I'm like, well, I don't necessarily think that he did something and disposed of her because that's very difficult. You can't just bury her. You know what I mean? No shit like that. You're gonna wash up somewhere. So I'm like, the fact that her body didn't turn up. They went out at nighttime, so it's pitch black. He didn't have no flashlight, no gear. They just had I don't even think he had a towel, but you just see him and her walking. So I'm like, all right, well,
he had his flashlight on his phone.
Yeah, but I'm saying his phone. You know what I mean? So even that, because he said he woke up in the morning, he didn't know what time it was because he didn't have his phone, and he said he woke up getting bitten by mosquitoes and shit. That's what woke him up. So it's like, okay, I think the ocean's got her body. And like I think you lying about how y'all got out there.
Again, if the ocean got her body, it should pop up sometime soon.
But not if they got like that shit could take you out. Like
a shark could have ate her.
Oh well, you know what I'm saying. Like she might not wash up nowhere near where they were at that point. You know, I think she will wash up somewhere. I don't know, man. This shit's crazy. All I do know for sure is he ain't telling the whole fucking story. That's my you know, like you lying about something.
Something's going on. Something's going on.
All right,
something's going on. He
what y'all shout out to the handful of y'all in the morning with us. What up, Free Society? Salute.
What up, Free?
Definitely something is up. I don't think that you killed the girl, but you probably could. I don't know. I don't know why you're not fucking telling us the whole story there, buddy.
It's something.
But, yeah.
You're guilty. You're guilty of something.
Yeah, you're guilty of something, brother, for sure.
And listen, his
you're lying so far.
Caucasian background doesn't hurt him either.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And her Indian background shows that they just trying to close this case.
Well, I mean, they at the end of the day, though, I think even beyond color, they're both American citizens, and that looks terrible for, you know what I'm saying.
Not if Trump gets his way. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that yet. You know?
So no, but yeah, for even her to be there, they kind of broke down her background. They got some money too. She, you know,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's justice with money right now.
Yeah. But yeah, you got they want to get this. They want to bury this story because it's making the country look bad. And,
people cancel their flights and their reservations.
Yeah, for sure. So if y'all want to get a good deal right now, Real Republic is going to be the nice spot to go because they're going to do everything to roll out the red carpet to try to erase this stain that's on.
For a college student missing in the Dominican Republic, Sudiksha Kunanki, a 20-year-old University of Pittsburgh student, vanished while on spring break. A team of international, state, and
even about that. Okay, so I just thought about something when they said she's 20 years old. So right there, that's another thing too that they, you know,
she's drinking.
There you go. They go, oh, y'all was letting her drink. That. You know what I mean? It's probably a lot of that going on. Maybe they weren't, but you know, if they find out she was drunk, that's going to add another layer to the case.
While on spring break, a team of international, state, and local authorities are now involved in the search. Here's ABC's Perry Russum.
Tonight, the desperate search for a college student on spring break missing in the Dominican Republic. A helicopter flying above the water of Punta Cana, searching for Sudiksha Kunanki, seen here on this missing poster. Search and rescue teams starting today before sunrise. Dive teams joining the search. Dominican officials say the 20-year-old University of Pittsburgh student was last seen on surveillance camera Thursday, just before 5 in the morning. Tonight, late word from the Dominican Republic. Authorities say they now believe Kunanki may have drowned. They say they were told she was on the beach with a group. Some of them left. She stayed and went swimming with someone. Kunanki is an Indian citizen living in Virginia outside Washington, D.C. The Loudoun County Sheriff's Office in Virginia says she was traveling with 5 other women, all students at Pitt, including her best friend from high school. Investigators say the women are believed to have been staying at the same hotel in Punta Cana, the Hotel Rio Republica, according to the Dominican Foreign Ministry. All 6 women were scheduled to return on Friday. The 5 friends are still in the Dominican Republic. And Lindsay, there is desperation to find this missing student. Officials in the Dominican Republic are entering the 5th day of the search. Lindsay?
All right. The urgent search for a college student missing.
A week ago.
Yeah, but even that though, now you're at what, 2 weeks type shit.
Yep. I was gonna say now they got the video. Get that video up. See how that shit look creepy, bro. It look like he walking her to her death. That shit look crazy. Try to get a clip of that video, man. That was the update I was trying to get.
Well, let me see. I just watched the thing on YouTube, so I'll pull the story up on YouTube that I just watched. They had it. I mean, this was like they had all that. They had the footage of them like walking out from the last surveillance camera. But what am I going to say? I also blame her friends. You know what I'm saying?
Leaving her. Why you left her?
Like, I don't give a fuck. We all out here together. We all finna go back together. You know what I mean? So that's just some airhead white girl shit. You know, that's what that was. Oh, okay. All right. Me and Becca are gonna be out. We're gonna go out where? You know what I mean? No, we all together. We all finna at least be in the eyesight of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know how the beaches and shit there are. All of them, you know, all the chairs.
No, but you said they was going out to do something, so maybe they was
but still, it's pitch black, so we can still be right here where we are. You can be 20 yards away. We can't see shit. You know what I'm saying? It's pitch black. I done been, you know what I mean? It's all like I know the scene in my head. Like I could see like how they were. So it's like, yeah, we're gonna be over here. Like, don't let your girl, and they all drunk. They might have been with somebody too. But y'all wrong as a group of friends for letting your homegirl, you know what I'm saying, out of eyesight. Just on some like we roll together, we stroll together type shit. You know, that's why I blame them.
Bad boys for life.
Bad boys for life. Like for real. No different than if we in the sewer, we all somewhere. We in Colombia or somewhere we never been. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna make sure that everybody comes back together. That's like this. I ain't got to be right there on your hip, but I'm within earshot. You know what I'm saying? Especially like how that.
So you get back to your room for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like yo, like what happened to whatever her name was? Like yo, like where she's at? We're not gonna go back and leave without checking on her because they don't hear no statement from them saying, oh yeah, when we left her, she was they was like, oh we just. I don't know. We ain't seen enough of their statements yet in reference to what was y'all doing while where was y'all at? They show him
he wasn't there. The lawyers, they're gonna have lawyers too. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they all gonna have independent lawyers. And shit.
They all went to the same college, so these parents know each other. So there's gonna be a lot of phone calls happening right now. A lot of phone calls and wire transfers going on right now, allegedly.
Let's see here. Let me see if I can see the history. When I leave you, no. We never left you alone. Bro. You was with Smoke. So, you know what I mean? We were separated, but you had a partner. You had a sidekick. So, nobody, no man left behind. You know what I mean? All right, let's see here. This is, all right, I found the thing on. Yeah, it's just crazy. That. Could you hear that music? Can you hear this commercial playing? You couldn't hear that just now?
No.
Okay. So I know sometimes they have like the shit will cancel it out. Good to know. Yep. See, that's a confirmation. Yeah. Or actually, you left us. Probably that I think about it. Free.
Whoa.
Free might have left us. Free was moving around on his own a lot. I think Free kind of was there before, I believe. I think he was lying to us. He was very, very well for somebody who's never been there. All right, let me see. Here's some of the beginning of that case.
Yeah, the footage.
With the whole where you at? By the bird cage? You at the
I'm outside doing the parking. Just the birds came out.
You got the birds in the back seat.
You're right here next to me.
Sound like you're feeding. All right, let me see here. Reasons. Okay, it's the same difference. All right, so.
Student, after it's being reported, he refused to answer certain questions from investigators in the Dominican Republic. We are also reportedly learning what he says happened in his own words when he and Sudiksha Konanki were alone on the beach, out of sight of surveillance cameras before the sun came up, before she vanished. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris.
So you thinking they went out there, he was trying to get a little bit more frisky. She was like, oh, and then he drowned her ass.
I think so. That's alleged theory. That's a theory.
To be with her. Rebbie is a 22-year-old college student from Iowa.
Yeah, from Iowa. Let me see if they had the. Yeah,
And he said he saw Sudiksha. He said that she went to go get her things walking at an angle in knee-high deep water before he started throwing up. Sudiksha's clothes were found on a beach chair by search crews this week. Rebbie also said that Sudiksha was kissing him as they walked to the beach, and that's not something that we were able to see.
Well, you see, but here's one thing too, like where's his phone? But you see right there, he's taking a selfie video of them two, it looks like. You see that? We cracking the case now, boy. We need to see your footage.
Fucking case. We need that video. I need a closer look.
Cell phone footage, bro. because you see it right there. You was taking a selfie.
Snapchat access.
Video. Then comes the part of the interview where Rebbie reportedly refuses to answer several questions. Investigators reportedly asked, "How can we verify what you said is true?" Rebbie reportedly replied, "My lawyers advise me not to answer that question, and I will rely on them." Rebbie reportedly used that response to several more questions in this interview with law enforcement. The questions included, quote, "What do you think about the disappearance? Did you know the young woman? Do you remember if the young woman made any gestures or screamed while in the sea? Did you report to authorities or the hotel what happened with you and the girl on the beach? Did you tell your friend what happened with you and the girl on the beach?" All which the report says he answered, quote, "My lawyers advise me not to answer that question, and I will rely on them." The report said investigators told Rebbie that he did have a right not to answer questions. He also said he didn't remember how long they were on the beach for because he didn't have his phone
Listen, he got him with that
Rebbie said he was
whole
sleeping in his room when his friend
Alonzo
asked
shit, bro.
if he had seen Sudiksha, and he said he hadn't and thought she had gone back to her room. It's important
Not
to
what
note,
you
once
know
again,
is what you can
that
prove.
Josh Rebbie is not a suspect.
So
This
yeah,
is not
I don't know, man.
Listen,
investigation.
right now,
You look a little bit more
is
guilty.
no-
I'm leaning more towards
there-
your theory than mine.
Yeah, I mean, right, here we go. But remember, trial by media don't mean shit in the court of law. You understand what I'm saying? Like he got
No,
his
not what you
lawyers
know, it's
backing him
what
right
you can
now.
prove,
Exactly. Now what you know what you can prove. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So right now they don't know shit but what the story he told them. They gotta prove that's a lie. Speculations and it don't mean shit. It's beyond a reasonable doubt. That's what's so fucked up about this case right now. Because if we did do something to that young lady, they don't got enough to pin this shit on him. It's all allegations and suspicions. That's the fucked up part. You understand what I'm saying?
Free, they were at the Rio Republica in Punta Cana.
Unless they got like he fucking taped this shit. You know what I mean? Because we did find out he had the phone.
Yeah, he didn't have his phone. That's why he didn't know what time. Okay,
allegedly.
Where was your phone at then, sir? Because we just saw your phone. You taking a selfie. You know what I'm saying? As y'all was walking to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went out there for some hanky panky or sanky panky. Not so much Sankey, I don't say, because she was, you know, they was all.
It was her schoolmate, yeah. She definitely went out there for
the whole scenario. What happens on the resort state? You know what I mean? The girls be going to the resort. That's one of the things. Oh, we found some dudes and we hooked up with some dudes at the resort. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You know what I mean? I see that. I see that on both sides. The dudes especially. Bruh. Hey, I mean, side story. One time, you know, I stay in El Pueblito, where my crib is at, right there in the DR. And the bar at the beach stays open, sometimes till 2, depending on the crowd. But our beach is a public beach, but you get a good mixed crowd of tourists because right next to our beach is the resort. And so a lot of times the people that stay at the resort, like the resort bar on the beach closes like early, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing that's open that late. And there's always like karaoke every Friday at mine, at my beach, different little concerts and shows, like all the time they're doing some shit, you know, twice a month for sure. But every Friday the karaoke is lit. So a lot of people there's also some people that stay at those resorts, like seasonally, like snowbirds is what they would call them. A lot of the French Canadians and stuff that come down, but they'll stay at that resort for like 2-3 weeks, a month sometimes. But since they're regulars, they'll have like memberships at the resort or whatever, so they always come over to the beach when we're having events. But one night, a soccer team of some young dudes, they was probably like the oldest dude with them was like their handler, their coach. He was 25, so everybody else was between like 18 and 21 basically, but it was like 12 or 14 soccer team, you know what I mean? So I was just kicking it at the, you know, seeing that they was all there. But there was also, you know, so they was there, but they also had like the, I won't say the mangoes, the manganitos from from, I don't know where they was from, but they was hawking on these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And that shit was crazy because like they spoke French, the Mangos, they spoke Spanish, you know what I mean? And it was kind of crazy. But hooking up with, you know what I'm saying, going on vacation to hook up, they was offering the resort was a thing. And that's what they came over there for, because it wasn't nothing on the resort for them. But let's just say a couple of those young fellas, yeah, you know, I was kind of watching from afar, like, man, do they even know? Because it was their first time in the DR. They was on like it was a team trip. And yeah, they was out there. It was a couple of them that was out there as far as, you know, preying on them young boys. Well, not they was grown, you know, but it was a couple Mangos. I was like, yeah, do these young fellas know what they getting into? It was wild. It was wild, bro. It was wild.
Resort life.
Yeah, it was yeah. So I guess all that to say, yeah, they was in a party mode. So I know, you can just imagine, you know what I'm saying, the chicas being the same mode. So yeah, we'll see when her body washes up and how long it's been out there. If it washes up, you know what I mean. There are sharks and shit out there, but I think it'll wash up. I think it'll wash up. Well,
what if it don't? No, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing. What if it don't? Like,
yeah, oh, that's some wild shit.
You can't lock him up. There's no body.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's mad.
Clothes. Just that see, he got her clothes.
Let me see. I got a clip here. Let's lighten things up since we're talking about, you know what I mean. Let's see if we got a clip to it.
Stay tuned, see what happens with that. We got a whole bunch of clips there.
Yeah, we got some clips here. But thank y'all for rocking out. You know what I mean? It's episode 50 for us. You know, it's a small milestone.
Cap.
I didn't think we had 50. It seemed like it was just yesterday, though.
50 Cent. Yes, sir.
Let me see here. I even have a morning show. Damn, I had a crazy clip, though. What do you think, clip? What you think about LeBron and Stephen A?
I mean, I guess everybody got their breaking point, you know what I'm saying? Pause, but he's being you know, he's doing his job. He's speaking his mind. You can't get mad. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just LeBron's on that level where he feel like, you know, you can't say nothing bad about my people. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I feel everybody's different perspective. Now, I've heard Stephen, you know, and I think like it's not just something Stephen A had recently said, you know what I mean? This has been some shit like, you know, you've been popping that shit, and when I get a chance to see you, I think that was the time he had a chance to see him, because like listening to Stephen A side in the beginning when it was caught on camera, because Stephen A was like, yo, I wasn't even gonna mention it. Like, bullshit, you wasn't gonna mention it, motherfucker. And two, you know you gotta mention it because everybody that's seen it is recording shit too, so you can't not mention it. But so when he starts to mention it now, he's all poking his chest out saying that was weak and blah blah blah. But at first he was like, that wasn't LeBron, that was a father. Okay, I wasn't a basketball player checking me as a father. And I feel that, you know, you're saying some slick shit that I don't like, you know what I mean? If you're doing your job or not, if I have the opportunity to confront you and I see you in that moment, yo, I'm about to go over there and check this nigga. I just seen, you see there, oh, there go that nigga Jay Harlan right there. He was, okay, all right, let's see if you keep that same energy. What's up with that, bro? You need to keep that son. All right. But on the flip side, Stephen A, I am doing my job. I'm only, you know, you can't critique me. I'm speaking my opinion, blah, 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 blah. I feel that. That's his job. But at the same time, Stephen A. Smith, you are a fucking $100 million man. You are, you know what I mean? You produce, you got mad control. You can choose. You're not just the average reporter that just has to, you know, like you need the clicks and views. So you need to just keep up with the trends to talk about whatever's hot. You could choose to talk about whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? So like you got enough power and shit to not do that. So I could see LeBron like, bro, you don't got to talk about my son like that or whatever he said. You know what I mean? Because I've listened to different things where they said that, where they broken down some of Stephen A's critiques on that whole scenario, because Stephen A was like, I wasn't talking about your son, I was talking about you. And then they was breaking down just some things that even as a father, I would have been like, I took issue with how you said that, bro. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't really it's your right, but just because you have the right to say some shit don't mean you always should.
That reminded me of basically LeBron had a Will Smith moment. He just ain't slapping shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was LeBron's Will Smith moment, but he ain't slapping. Facts.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel it, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Stephen A, now we end up, just so motherfuckers can reach out and check you about some shit. Now, what I've done.
Here's the reality. Does that make more what Stephen A the truth? Because you're willing to just go out there and be like, oh, because if Stephen A was going, oh, Bronny's the greatest, bro, he ain't gonna go, hey, don't you be saying those good things about my kid.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Like he's like a little boy.
Am I going crazy?
No, I agree. That's why I agree with that too.
You're not gonna stop him from talking good about Bronny.
Yeah, would you? If I was
Bronny's gonna be the next LeBron. He's gonna take the throne. I can't believe this kid. Yeah, if he was saying all that, I bet you wouldn't. You probably wouldn't even have hugged him and said thank you. Oh, he's just doing his job.
If I was hailing him with praise, would you have came and applauded?
Exactly.
Dap me up. I don't know, but yeah. I guess the question is.
I don't think so, Bron.
So who is bad?
Jay, in the morning, we don't do that. You come over here and see what time it is, baby.
So LeBron ended up looking bad in that scenario. Then you think he looks bad?
Fuck yeah, he looks bad, bro. You've been in this game too long to be. Doesn't matter. It showed that you was biased, bro. Instead of being a real fucking player and being like, yeah, I know my son needs to step his shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, keep it the fuck real. There's other people that could have had better opportunities to fill that slot, but they gave it to your son, no problem. Don't get mad when they start calling him out and critiquing him on different shit because his game's not there yet. That's all they saying. But again, he don't like how they saying it. He don't appreciate it. But here's the shit. You signed up for that shit. That's the game. You said they pay him hundreds of millions of dollars to talk shit or facts, whatever, about the game, right? About players, about whatever. Like, so again, like I said, hey, I hear you. Like I said, everything that people say sometimes is gonna bother somebody in some type of way. You know what I mean? They ain't all gonna take it in good strike. You know what I'm saying? But you can't pick and choose. Like I said, if he would have been saying great things about Bronny and he was gonna be the next one and all this other stuff, I don't think he would have walked up to him and said, hey, congratulations on great journalism.
Dap him up. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So again, unless he could stand out and say, well, if he was saying this and this and that, I would have been like, hey, thank you for praising my son. You the man, hey. But then again, we can make up whatever story we want after the fact, no? Yeah. So like I said, I just think that's what made Stephen A look more, because even though regardless if he was punking him or not, fucking Bronny's a fucking giant compared to Steve. Let's be fucking real. You understand what I'm saying? He kept his cool. It was like, you're the one looking crazy. No matter what the fuck you're saying right now. Remember what they said? Never argue when you see two fools arguing, you don't know who's wrong, right? From afar. You know what I'm saying? Don't argue. Don't argue. He just stood there, he listened, and that's why he can narrate the shit however he wants, because on the video, they don't got him really saying nothing. They got LeBron with the physical action. Like I said, he was a Will Smith moment.
Yeah, you can't cry about this shit. How you think, it was going to be perceived. But speaking of that, I got a clip where, you know what I'm saying, not only, you got your Stephen A's, but you got a lot of people that keep it real.
Hey, bro, you better get this together. That receipt in airline. Look, he mad. Look at him. You sick. Bron, we know you was at them Diddy parties, nigga. We know you was there. We know you was at them Diddy parties. Floyd, I'll knock you out, nigga. Look at it. All right, I need your face, nigga.
He trolling in real life.
Fuck you too.
2 minutes later.
Okay, hard. I'm stealing everything in here. I'm gonna sit and steal everything. Hey, Laura, that's what you doing? You with the boy Mike, son? You a cold motherfucker, ain't you? You cold as a motherfucker.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah, that's Pippin's wife, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. She used to hold that little kid in her hands. That's crazy.
Minutes later.
K Hard, I'm stealing everything in here. I'm gonna sit and steal everything. Hey Laura, that's what you doing? You with the boy Mike, son? You a cold motherfucker, ain't you? You cold as a motherfucker, homie.
Man, hilarious. That nigga said, Floyd, I'll knock you out.
That's real life trolling right there. You see what happens in space? Imagine that shit.
Word.
Yeah, that's just wild.
Ray Elroy in the building. Salute, Ray Elroy. Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
That was good, man.
But speaking of real life trolling, I mean, like, you know, I had another clip here. I meant to cover this a week ago. I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, this is some example of real life trolling.
Ugly as we wear that shit.
It's braids.
Take that shit out now.
You're being for real?
Take that shit out now.
Okay, what's your problem?
Take that shit out now.
You were dressed in the store.
But take that shit out now. Take that shit out. That shit ugly as fuck. That shit is ugly though. Like, look at your fucking hair.
It doesn't look bad.
That's ugly.
Please stop following us.
That shit is ugly as fuck.
So they fucking with her because she got the braids. They feel like she's cultural appropriation. Is that that type
like
of
Bo Derek had that shit back in the day too.
Yeah, I mean, really, if you want to look in the history, shit. Fucking the Vikings used to rock that shit. Think about it, dog. Like the old ass, you know what I mean? Like, so they was fucking, they're still in the braids too.
I mean, don't they? If the girls go to Jamaica, don't they get their hair braided?
Hair braided, yeah, all that shit too. You know, I don't know. I saw that. I said, damn, why they got to troll the white girl? It ain't look that bad. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to use. I see that. I just know she fuck with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what you like.
She was fucking with us. She should take that shit off.
She was jealous.
She was over there with that
weed.
Yo, you know why I laughed, right? Somebody had to school me because I was always like, yo, why people walking around with a shower cap? That shit's crazy. And the girl was like, that's a bonnet. And I was like, what? I said, that shit look like a shower cap.
The bonnet.
And they're like, nah, it's different. It's plastic, and this is all right, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That dude was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's like real harassment shit.
Double tap that screen, push us in the algorithm. Show number 50. Jay's in the morning, y'all already know. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us on a Monday. Hey, what's the temperature where you are, bro?
Shit, it's getting nice. We're supposed to hit like 50s. We hit 60 the other day.
All right. Well, we got the craziest weather here. Like literally, Friday it was 71. All right. Today it is 31.
Oh wow.
And that shit changed in one day. Like Saturday, it might have like slowing down in the 50s. But like all day yesterday, it was windy as shit. And yeah, it snowed. It actually snowed last night. Like it'll be gone, but it's snow on the ground.
I hope that shit don't come over here. It probably is. It was like that like last week. You know what I'm saying? Like it got cold at night though, and then it got hot like in the afternoon.
It'd be like hot at night and shit, right? It'd be like hot. You know the reference. What'd you think about the baton chick? You seen that? Speaking of
she you got the video? I think I sent that clip. Yeah, she clocked her.
Yeah, she clocked her. Yeah, I watched all different. That shit's crazy. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, I can't. I need to see that press conference. I heard she put a press conference. Victim to this shit, bro. That's even more crazier. That's a girl that never got in trouble for nothing in her life. They always found that's some narcissistic shit right there, bro. Everybody literally just saw you crack her in the fucking head with a baton. You want to talk about it got stuck on her shirt? Come on, man.
Like, yeah, it probably did a little bit, but then you hit her, like, you see the fucking swing. I watched a couple of different angles of that shit. I was like,
she was tight. She was tight that she passed her. She was like, bitch.
Yeah, because she got in her lane. She didn't like that. Yeah, that was where it started at. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the. Hold on.
Hey, that chick is from where I grew up at VA. Hoes are different. It was a mistake. I saw it. That was no mistake. Bruh, she cracked her over the head. Put like this: if you saw that and you know you did it, you ain't even go to check on her or no stop. Like, you not gonna win the race. You just assaulted her.
Yeah, that was some Tanya
Harding. She should have been arrested on the spot. Fuck out of here. That's assault with a weapon. Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. And I can't. Did people come out for her press conference? We had people for her press conference, right?
Oh yeah. Maybe we standing right here with you, sister. We right here with you, standing beside
you. Think they paid actors? They had to be paid actors.
No, those are motherfucking cousins and the people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell no! That shit is wild. Man, she thought she was Dick Cheney. Remember Dick Cheney shot an old boy, and old boy apologized to him.
Yeah.
Sorry for getting in the way of your bullet.
Let me see.
That's what it feel like this shit is headed to. Like, she gonna have to apologize to her for defaming her and shit. Like, you made me look bad in the public. You made everybody believe that I did it on purpose. You need to publicly apologize.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to see.
Imagine that shit. That shit would be fucked up. Yeah, but I think she did it, man.
Yeah, like you said, if you did it on accident and the way you hit her, you definitely would have like just ran over to her side, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. You wouldn't have finished the race. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. You clocked her because you thought you was gonna get away with it. You knew it would stagger her. You know what I'm saying? Like what if there was no cameras and nobody saw that shit?
Yeah, even if it was just you did it because you was mad, but like I don't think you meant to like knock her out the fucking race, but it was like bitch, bink, you know what I mean?
Exactly. I think that was a reaction. She was tight that she passed her, and she was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna clock her."
Yeah, I think in the very beginning, because I did watch a video of a different angle where it shows like where it did kind of get stuck on her back, and I think that's where like that's where you got frustrated because she came into your lane, right? Now you swing, you did kind of touch her. And you're like, that's what now she's interfered, and you kind of like hit her, just like in basketball, when motherfuckers be fouling and they react, you know what I'm saying? And the person that reacts gets caught with the shit, and they be like, well, she was in my, he was in my space. Well, you reacted, and you chose to react in that millisecond where the baton did get caught on her back, and you're like, this bitch is pink, and that's where it went mad. You know what I mean? I'm like, and that was in that little microsecond that it did happen. It turned into like, I accidentally did, but then now that she's in my shit and I bumped her, I'm gonna hit this bitch. And women be on it like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, she stepped on her shoe type shit. You just reacted like, wow. I don't think it was a whole like, if she came in my lane, I'm finna clock her. Like, now she's in my lane, I'm upset. Now my baton actually did get stuck in her back a little bit, and then I'm finna, wow. And there it went. You know what I mean? That's what she was better to tell a partial truth and then turn it into, I wouldn't do this. And I'm not even a confrontational person. I know you wasn't until you fucking smacked that bitch in the head.
Yeah, see, I don't know, man. This needs to be a full investigation.
Or they say they're trying to charge her with assault, because now, they was like, oh, it's a fractured skull. Like, there's some money to be made in this shit. So, that after that point,
it looked like she took a couple of swings cracking at her head. It wasn't look like just one. She was trying to fuck her up.
Yeah, she where did my clip go? Yeah, that was wild work. It looked like she took But the one that connected, yeah, when it was like she had a possible skull fracture, I'm like, oh, come on, that's the lawyer help, y'all. Like, we can get paid. Yeah, we can sue. Yeah. You know, they're not gonna sue the girl. What they gonna sue?
They're gonna sue everybody.
Yeah,
everybody.
Because it's all types of.
They call that. I call that the Lottie Dottie lawsuit. Lottie Dottie, everybody getting fucking
sued. Everybody. Yeah.
That's it. Suing everybody. From the fucking to the race fucking people to the baton makers.
To the baton, those batons are too heavy.
Their word, those batons are weapons. There's no reason these things need to be feeling like weapons when all they're doing is passing it to the next, racer. They got shit gonna be foam after this, bro. Foamy.
Yeah. It's gonna be a handoff.
Whoa.
See. It's gonna be it's got it straight up like
hey.
All right, let me see here. Where is yeah, but did you see this race? See, like this is another one of them racing moments that the athlete wish they could take back. But this one was fucking hilarious to me because it was one of them karma moments. You see it sometimes in football, but this time it happened. Let me see. Thought I had some audio to it, but I did open it up. Pounding that boy. Did you peek? He didn't see. He thought he looked at the wrong finish line. So his ass was fucking clowning the man that he just passed. He didn't finish the race. He thought it was over.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna take like fourth place. That showboat and shit. You looking back and all that. You didn't even finish the race, dumb.
Wow.
Serves it right. Serves that colored boy right.
Oh hey. I ain't say that. I was like, they messing with me. Then like, yeah, but Ice City don't do this. And I was like, the views and actions of Ice City do not reflect the views of the other members. I told T-Well I need a discretionary thing. Tired of explaining myself. Oh shit, man. That shit is crazy. Yo, listen. Yeah, she need to go to jail. That white dude, kid wrestler, need to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey. Like, she's on tape doing the assault. With him, he's suspected. He's definitely a suspect. He's suspect number one.
Yeah. But it could be, you're lucky that the DR is a friendly country because you could be like this the North American kid that got sentenced to 15 years in Korea. So that would be clip number 6.
Word, Magic gave 15.
Fuck did he do though? Let's see.
21-year-old Otto Warmbier is behind bars in North Korea, sentenced to 15 years in a North Korean prison with hard labor. A visibly shaken Warmbier paraded before cameras, speaking at his trial Wednesday, which only lasted 1 hour.
I was used and manipulated. Please. Please save my life.
Warmbier was found guilty of what the government calls subversion, part of the U.S. hostile policy towards North Korea. In court, they showed this video accusing Warmbier of trying to steal a political banner from an area off limits to foreigners at the hotel where he was staying with a tour group. 2 weeks ago, Warmbier tearfully spoke at a government-arranged press conference.
I have made the worst mistake of my life.
His family enlisting the help of former Governor Bill Richardson, the veteran diplomat, meeting face-to-face with North Korean diplomats Tuesday.
He did a college prank, a mistake, but 15 years to be sentenced, that's crazy. Hopefully now after the sentencing, it'll mean negotiations can start on his release on humanitarian grounds.
Now, those kinds of negotiations have worked in the past. About a dozen American tourists have been arrested there since 2009, all of them eventually released. Hopefully, that will happen again soon.
Yeah, since 2009, this shit been going on. They've been giving motherfuckers 15 years. That's crazy.
That's wild. But
please,
yeah, but why are you over there with them folks? I'm gonna go snatch a flag, you dummy.
Yeah, you want to be on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck? It says it's 2009. That's what it said.
They've been locking motherfuckers up doing dumb shit since 2009.
I mean,
for that law, that breaking of that law. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's definitely one place I wouldn't be going to, for sure.
That shit is insane, man. Yo, remember we was talking about when these guys made their own fucking what was it? They made their own element, the dark matter shit, whatever the fuck they were making. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yo, you heard about the new shit? I don't know if I sent you that clip. These motherfuckers froze light and contained it. They have light particles, real fucking particles. I kid you not. Look that shit up. It was this dude who won the Nobel Prize. Him and some scientists are working on this shit. So it's basically like a fucking, I guess this is really leading into like, I guess time travel, but we don't know. Like, it's just crazy. So basically like they were able to create a new form of basically another matter. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. It explains it, but it was just crazy that they froze like light and they froze it enough to like, it became something. It was no longer just constantly moving, you know what I mean? Like it was just weird. You gotta look it up. I thought I sent you that video. That shit was interesting to me. Like I was like, what the fuck?
That can be the new.
That's how you get them 1.21 gigawatts.
Gotta freeze some light.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's crazy. It's like yo, shout out to Future. He out there, you know, he about to pay the biggest payday out there. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for that later on. You know that shit's crazy over there. He having a good time though. They doing their thing. It was funny because he was out there. He was like, "Online Nation runs the soup."
I did hear shouting out to Online Nation.
Yeah. I was like, Online Nation. I said at nighttime he was Online Nation runs the soup, and in the morning was Online Nation runs to the ATM. I'm in the soup.
I did hear him tell the story about going to the ATM and
yeah, we were watching that video. Yeah,
I tried to hit him with the snatch and grab on his cell phone or some shit.
That's what he was saying after it went out, but he took the shorty to the ATM, which is a no-go. You understand what I'm saying? And basically somebody went in there, saw her with the phone, and he like supposedly, you know, stepped up.
Snatch and grab type shit.
Yeah, that's my phone. He taking my phone.
Oh, so he tried to snatch it from her?
Yeah, try to snatch it. Yeah, so he went and was like, "Nah, that's my phone." Like, yeah. Yeah, but he was also on the live though. It was so weird. He was at the boxing match, and when he went to step out, like he caught some dudes trying to dig in his pockets, and he ended up giving him a dap. Like that shit was so weird.
Wow. I see. Like, yeah.
He was like, "Yo, this dude just trying to dig in my pocket," and everybody's like, "What?" And but he gave him a dap. He said that shit like afterwards. I guess he was nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like something just like that happened to him, like on live. He was like, "That shit was crazy." I was like, "What the? You dug in his pocket? What the fuck you mean?"
Yeah, he almost got pickpocketed.
Like how? Yo, but the dude did it right in plain sight. Like it was like,
but it was but yes and no is a crowd. I would tell you about when I got I got pickpocketed in the zoo before. Stole my cell phone. Yep, I was on Pedro. Yeah, I was on Pedro, walking down. Let me see exactly. So I can see right there in front of. Yeah, it was on Pedro. It was right there in front of like the German bar, but like the little gap between. So you had a big crowd, and then it was like I don't know. That's like a driveway in between the next two businesses, and then another shit. But I just remember it was like my second time in the zoo. I was walking through there, and then it was, it was a Chicas. Like, they surrounded you and shit, and I got a number, and I fucked around and put the phone in my back pocket because usually I always wear some cargo style shorts with a pocket with a button. You know what I mean? I keep my money. I have a strategy. I keep money in this pocket, my phone in this pocket, my room key in my back pocket. You know what I mean? So you don't be reaching this shit because you be drunk and all that shit. So But anyway, I fucked around, took the phone out, got a number, and then put the phone in my back pocket. And after that, they would be hugging up on you, talking to you. They was trying to get me to go, with somebody and their friend. And then one of the friends had a moto and all that shit. Like, right? I just remember saying, no gracias, no gracias. Then I walked away. Then I went to like make a phone call. And then I just really hit me like, oh shit, they done stole my phone. My phone was gone. And, I have a story time episode about that, but yeah, I never did get the phone and shit. Had a couple trips to the jail, looked for the thing. I had a ride with the cops. I might have told parts of these stories before, I know for sure, because that same night I seen somebody get hit by a car. It was just a crazy ass night. But I guess I say all that to say is I know they will try to go in your pocket if you would.
But he did that shit like he act like I guess it shocked him so fast. Like he was just like, yo, this dude just tried to go in my pocket. Like it was. I'm telling you, it was just like, what the fuck? Like he's like, why didn't you give him a pound then? Like, dude was like, yeah, he tried to. Oh, you didn't get me. Next time I'll get you.
That's crazy.
It was a Family Guy skit, and when the lady was at the supermarket with the baby, and the guy's trying to kidnap the baby. And she's like, oh, you almost got him. He's like, yeah, almost. Like, yo, that shit is wild. The fact that he did that shit, if Future wasn't on live, like, that shit's crazy. No, but matter of fact, I think Trey's safe got fucking stolen out of his room, bro. They took the whole safe out of his room.
Ooh, out of Trey's?
Yeah, I think it was Trey. If I'm not mistaken. It was one of them that they got, like, supposedly he left the window open or something, and that when he came back to the room, that his fucking safe was gone. They took the whole fucking safe, bro. And luckily for him, he didn't leave his passport there that day because he was going somewhere that he figured he gonna need his passport. So imagine everybody who be leaving their passports in the safe with their money. Motherfuckers is taking safes now, bro. That shit is crazy.
That's wild.
And it's the quick extortion game. Yo, I know who got your passport. I could probably get it back for you type shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he took the safe, bro.
That's crazy.
Hit him with the halftime, my boy.
Here's the halftime.
For the 50th time.
Shout out Huncho 3 times. Bitch, I'm riding with the gang. I be riding with them AKs. Side buzzing, boy, they hop out, bustin' rain. All my niggas pull up on this block and let it rain. All my niggas really ready bustin' in your brain. Yeah. Bitch, you know we thuggin'. Yeah. To have a boss like this, you gotta be from the fucking streets. Yeah, how you think I made a name in the fucking streets? My little brother here, L3. L3, yeah.
My little brother, L3.
Shout out to him and his little brother. Spark up
man. Make it happen, boy. Shit. So now it's raining over here. It was raining last night.
Yeah, it rained here a little bit. It was like a mix. It was raining like right on the cusp of rain and freezing. So yeah, that made it not so cool. Speaking of not so cool, let me see here. I was trying to find a clip that I had. But I find this one instead. Let's see here. Who was wrong in this scenario? Nope, that's not it. That's not it.
11.
You know, let's see. All right, y'all. Tell me who's wrong. Oh, hey, it loaded up twice. It's weird.
All right. So you click. Oh, it's click.
Yeah, but it's like it wasn't loaded at first and then it loaded twice. I think something's with the fucking.
I can't believe this nigga.
Oh my God,
man. All because I got one hand. He don't want to go.
Why
He want to. You. Oh my God, it's pissing me off because I was born like this.
Come on, but you didn't tell me about it though. Like,
it don't matter, nigga.
Okay, that's some shit.
It's just a fucking hand.
I'm saying, but you didn't tell me about it though. Like, why are you? Come on, like you recorded me and shit. Like, man, you didn't tell me about your hand.
Bro, this nigga act like he's
told me,
that
You
fine.
told me how you look.
You act like you that fine.
Come on, man. Is you serious right
you
now,
a little
man?
bitty little boy looking Ross nigga.
I'm saying, but why are you?
Is.
Come on, why are you trying to like? Come on, don't do that for real.
Man, I'm doing that, and I don't give a fuck.
Because I don't want to take you out because you didn't tell me about your hand. You should have told me about something like that.
It's just a hand, boy.
Wow, come on, don't do that, man.
I was born like this.
Come on, don't do that.
It's like I'm tired of niggas, bro. Is this how God made me? This gonna be my life?
But what I'm saying
you
is,
give me a chance to get to know me. It's more than me.
You told me about everything else but your hand, though.
Because I don't gotta tell niggas about my motherfucking hand, boy.
You should have told me about it, though.
I ain't gotta tell you.
If I ain't had no eye and I ain't tell you about that, you wouldn't want to know that, right?
Man, it ain't even that serious.
I'm saying,
okay,
but I'm just trying to take you home, though.
But
like,
it's an eye.
That's what shit we supposed to talk about.
This is just one hand,
you told
man.
me about
I still got my other
that.
hand.
Oh my God.
Oh
man.
my God, man. I got a baby that got two hands.
But
you ain't even give me a chance.
But I feel like you catfished me though.
I didn't catfish
yes,
you.
You did.
You cap. You cap.
But you cap.
Because on your pictures you look totally different.
Okay, but now you trying to be like, now you trying to talk about me.
Yeah, because you be using a filter.
You wasn't saying none of that shit though.
I gotta be a skit.
I don't know.
So she should have told him about the hand.
Yeah, I mean, what you saying when you've been like, oh, I can't.
I don't know, man. I mean, if the deformity is something that doesn't suit you well, then I could understand. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not responsible for how she was born, but neither is he for what he doesn't like. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's a respectful way in order to, you know what I mean, like to exercise your opinion. That could be something that, all right, well, I just don't call you back.
Yeah, but she lashed out at him like she had enough of everybody giving her shit. Like he got the fucking end of everybody's shit to her. So either way, it's to the fact that maybe he should have said it a certain way, but that's you're the one that's like that. You're the one that's been dealing with it, and you know someone's gonna say something. Unfortunately, they might not say it how you like, or might not address it. But now, for her to be like, should I say, naive to the fucking situation, now we have to call it delusional. You understand what I'm saying?
Naive to the situation though, like he said something like he didn't want to go on a date now.
Like nobody's gonna say, like nobody's gonna again. You don't know how somebody feels. You understand? Like that's what I'm saying. Nobody blames her for her being born that way. She can't do nothing, but she can't be upset at the guy for not liking or appreciating someone who was born with deformities, which is nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
So you don't think
that's all I'm saying?
In his approach to be like, yo,
listen, it doesn't matter what a fucking man does these days. Everything is disrespectful as long as it doesn't go the way they fucking want it to. Let's keep it fucking real. You understand what I'm saying?
I think.
Come on, man. I mean, I think he was a little rude.
Always gonna side with
he was still a little rude. Now I'm gonna keep it real. He was a little rude, but again, she lashed out more on everything that's happened to her, not what he did. But again, we didn't see the whole situation if it was real or was the skit. And again, he didn't raise his voice. He was still keeping, you know what I'm saying? So again, he was rude, but to the point that it was disrespect. Nah.
I'm saying as far as based on
everybody said he'll fuck for the culture.
Yeah, or fuck the culture, I would have hit too. Like, you know, I just don't. I might not have hit again, but that night would have went on like how it was. You know, I would have. You know, because I've been. He said, I feel like you catfished me. All right.
Well, I think they did video call. She just didn't show the hand.
When she was holding that, you know, she was gripping the phone with the nubs. You know what I'm saying? That's why he never.
Well,
seen
she just kept her hands down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she can't. Like, I'm not about to cancel the date.
Yeah, okay. Think about like who's ever really looking at like people having two hands and two legs like that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you notice something if you see it, but you ain't never thinking like, oh, this is a person in the picture like they're missing a, you know what I'm saying, a arm or a leg. You know what I mean?
I'm not about to cancel the date because of that. I think he was tripping.
But again, he had some type of thing with the phone.
I know, and if you got some type of things about that, you just, you know what I mean, as a grown ass.
You gonna write that in your profile? You gonna write that in your profile? I got things about deformities.
No, hey, by the way, I'm missing my fingers on my left hand. I think y'all should know that. Like, I mean, I think if you're a person like, you know what I mean, like she can't help that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna cancel a date about it. I might not have a second date about it because, like you said, that may not be something that I'm looking for, or you know, I can't get past that or whatever.
Why be a hypocrite? Why be a hypocrite?
What do you mean? Why be a hypocrite?
No, I'm just saying, why go through with it?
Because we came and agreed on a date, so I'm gonna go ahead and meet you, and just like any other date, I'm gonna sit there, have a date with somebody, and based on how that date goes, I'm gonna know if I'm gonna do a second date. That might have been something I didn't like, but I still would have got a chance and respected you enough as an adult to sit and continue. I'm not gonna be like, oh, by the way, your hands is fucked up, so I can't. Oh, I'm canceling the date. I think that's rude. I wouldn't do nobody like that. I remember one time I went on a date with somebody and she ended up being a big girl, and I'm like, yo, I seen that shit, but I didn't peep it. Like, I peeped the signs of it because all your pictures was at an angle, right? And I'm like, yo, I never did see a full body shot. You know what I'm saying?
Hit her with the chest up shot.
Yeah. So when I went to pick her up, I'm like, you know, we met. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh man, she got me. And at that point, I wanted to drive off. I swear I did. Like, as she's walking to the car, I'm like, but I was like, as a gentleman, I'm going to finish the date. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to just pull off. That's going to make her feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that same thing, this bitch is missing half her fingers, or this woman is missing half her fingers. I'm not going to just like and magnify that and make her feel bad. Like, damn, well, he just dissed me because something I can't, you know. But even in the case, you said, would I continue with it? Yeah. When I went with the big chick, we went and finished eating. When I dropped off, I never called her back. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it, but I was like, that would be rude on my part. You know what I mean? Like, you can't cry about this shit once you sign up. You didn't see no full pictures and you didn't ask for one. But whatever, we in the game now. I'm not gonna, you know, we had a date and all that shit. We sat in that, you know, at the restaurant, had a meal. But I kept all the conversation, like, switched gears. So it was just a straight up, you know, friendly type shit. I wasn't trying to flirt. So I was like, yo, this is like. But I just remember, like, yo, one, I hope nobody's seen me here. But I'm like, if somebody do, I'm just going to be like, this is what I would say. But I went through with it. I guess my point was, you know, I was a gentleman, you know what I mean, a stand-up dude, finished the date, you know what I mean, and never contacted, you know, her again. However, I went through it. So,
listen.
He's that's another level.
It happens. Hey, listen,
what kind of level there, Charlie B? You gonna put a star on that? So Harlem was like, ew, gross. Don't touch me. Get out of my car and close the door with your good hand type shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean that is like, hey, I know people who are, you know, bugged out by blood. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just again, just, you know.
So if you had a
have
bloody
their own
nose,
way. Yeah, but there's people that throw up for shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like I said, hey, it was rude, but again, it doesn't matter these days. You come off the way they don't like, you're the bad guy regardless. So you either be blunt and stand 10 toes down and say what the fuck you feel. Let them fucking eat it. Eat your feelings. I ain't talking about your feelings. I'm talking about facts. You ain't tell me about your hand. Why you didn't tell me about your hand? Answer that. That's red flags. You lying to me, girl. You hiding shit. I can't trust you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I mean? You over here. Red flag.
no,
I was born like, okay, you was born like, that's cool. You should have just been like, hey.
By the way, I'm missing my
by
fingers.
the way, you know, hey, something.
You were cold, bro. You were cold.
Nah, listen, we just talking about, you know, being informative, especially when you're trying to get to know somebody. I would think, you know, I think if he showed up with a half a lip, you know, he hit it the whole time, I think she'll say something about it, no?
Half a lip?
Yeah, like what are those cliff lips? You know how the people that have the surgeries and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What if he hit that and he showed up? You think she's gonna be like, oh, okay, why didn't you tell me? Come on, like I said, it's back to the LeBron syndrome. When it works out for you, you know, it don't work out for you. That's when you're gonna be like, come on, you know what I'm saying?
That dude was an asshole for that.
Yeah, he was rude. But again, information disclosure, you know, moving forward. Hopefully
That was
she
the first
thinks.
date. You see.
No, I'm just saying with anybody.
They said half Italian, half Puerto Rican, sitting in the car when we met, invited me over late night, came to the door, in lingerie and limousine, back to the bedroom, towards box though. What was the next level though? What was the catch? It was a big girl. Yeah, it was a big girl there, Charlie B. Is that what it was?
I'm gone.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I just broke down. We analysts, remember? Half Italian, half Puerto Rican, so she's fine, pretty. I know she's pretty face, beautiful. He said she was sitting in the car when we met. I had to have Charlie B.
Janet Jackson, Freddie Jackson.
She got out. She was Freddie Jackson. Oh man, yeah. Always said limped back. Hold up. What they had? He was missing. He had peg leg Peggy, but that box was firing ready. Hey man, and you know they get a check, and wherever you take them, you can right there park close to the door, man. Y'all not thinking about the, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the lights,
the bigger picture.
Yeah, man, that's a boom. Wherever we go, we ain't got to worry about getting early for parking. Park in the front row. We got the special. We got the special tags, brother. Oh, you want to sit in the seats in the movie theater? Boom. Hey, real talk. I've done that a couple times in the movie theater. One of my exes, real talk. She was the type that could like capitalize on all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So at one point in time, she had a bunion surgery. So she got the like the handicap parking sticker, temporary shit, right? And like back in the day, they hand them out to you. You could easily change the 6 to 8s and all kind of shit. So you can have a parking pass for whatever. But when we went to go see, I think when the Lord of the Rings or something shit came out, because like right in the movie theater, like the best seats they got there are like the handicap spots that are like right there, like right in the front. You know what I mean? Like in a perfect spot. And we went out and we kept the pass, and she kept her like foot, whatever she'd have on her foot, you know what I mean? So we was able to go to like the movie and fucking sit in the best spots and shit. We was working that shit. and park by the door. So that's why I know their advantage too. She wasn't handicapped. She was like kind of faking the funk at that point. But just imagine, you know what I'm saying? When he said she was handicapped and walked with a limp. All right, so she had a short leg. Hey man. That's, you know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? That ain't no deal breaker for me. You know what I'm saying? One arm, you know, it ain't no deal breaker.
Deal breakers, but it definitely, you know, disrupts the deal.
Let me see. I had one there. Yeah, it actually came up. Let me see here if I could find that. Because my man, somebody sent the link recently. It was I know how I gotta find this.
Remember in the Harlem Nights? Just because your name is heroin, you don't got to go around selling it.
Oh shit! Let's see here. All right, here we go. This is one that actually this conversation is quite interesting because it was a topic of discussion. So I'm gonna along these lines. And I said, hey, it ain't a deal breaker for me. Let me see here. Let me see here. Where's my lighter though? All right. He said the box was torch. Facts. Facts, you know. All right. All right, Harlem. I think I already know what you're gonna be like. No, you're gonna be like, no. You'll be like, man. Exhibit B. Is this
same girl?
No, somebody different. Somebody different. They walk in, it's on the angle, you don't peep it until you sit, you know what I mean? It's the first, you know, your first date. You gonna cancel.
First date. Well, she got the one on joint. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So I'm saying you turn that down.
Told me about it. She told me about it.
No, she didn't. This is when she pulled up. You talked to her for a minute. She was in the car. She was driving.
Pulled up.
On the driver's side. You ain't peeped that shit. Up. You got the number. You said she about to come through later. What you on, Poppy?
Her waist look crazy. That shit look crazy.
So what you doing though? You be like, nah, ma. You know what I mean? She going in there to meet you. She ain't, you know. You've seen her before she's seen you. So you gonna stand her up and be like out, or you gonna go in there and sit down and
be like, let me give you a hand.
Oh shit!
You need some assistance sitting down.
I told the good fella. I said I'm about to use that for some leverage. We're gonna be in there we're gonna be getting broke down with that.
But I'm still gonna ask her why she ain't tell me. You know what I'm saying?
And shit.
I'm still gonna ask her.
All right.
maybe not that day, but
you know what I'm finna do for her? You know what I'm saying? I'm finna smash that, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be the queen, and then I'm finna get her the Luke Skywalker. You know what I'm saying?
The fake arm.
Guy hand, yeah. She gonna be right with the multi-uses.
I mean, these days they got the effect. They got the ones that like move like real hands now. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna take her to the lab and be like, yo, baby, we can do something. You know what I'm saying? We can get you that motherfucking.
I mean, if you look at her like she been to the lab a couple times.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
You just need one more attachment, love.
Yeah, you need one more enhancement. You can be enhanced, baby. About to make you enhanced.
You ever seen RoboCop, baby? We're gonna get you. Don't worry about it.
We got you, baby. Don't you worry about that, baby.
Take care of you. Like usually guys be getting their girls BBLs. Now you gonna get a
We get our arm, and we're finna get it, you know, and it's under some special experimental classification. You know what I mean? So
government. She falls under the new program.
They getting there to go gadget arm. That's what I'm talking about. That shit's gonna be more than just a regular hand. That's just gonna be able to do all kind of shit.
He said that she's gonna be able to do shit while she's sleeping.
Yeah. Got her the motherfucking robotic piece. Let's see what she got here. Oh, I had to load it up. But yeah, let's think about the Starbucks, man. The Starbucks coffee incident there.
Oh, that's crazy. Listen, man.
They learn from
everybody out there. Would you let your nuts get burnt for $50 million?
Hell yeah.
$50 million?
Has hit Starbucks $50 million verdict after a customer suffered third-degree burns to his genitalia. In 2020, Postmates driver Michael Garcia was picking up 3 hot teas. Surveillance video from inside the drive-thru shows one of the 3 cups was not properly secured onto the container before the barista handed it to him. His attorneys say the unsecured cup with the scalding hot tea fell into his lap. Paramedics had to take him to the emergency room. Evidence shown during trial explains Garcia suffered permanent injuries.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know about
injuries, though.
Yeah.
50 million and your shit won't work no more. Would you take it?
No, I'm done. No, fuck that. I don't want that happening.
He said permanent damage.
I just think talking about scars. You know what I'm saying? I think they just.
Who knows?
You
know what's so funny? What made that shit funny? It reminded me of that old Seinfeld episode. When he let the coffee burn him because he tried to sneak it in the movie theater. And then the guy who tries to act like Johnny Cochran goes, "Did you put the lid on the cup? Or did they put the lid on the cup?" Because, you know, he said they put the lid on. Okay, so she failed to. It's like, that's crazy. He got $50 million, bro. You know that was a settlement too.
Oh yeah,
that's the crazy shit. That was the crazy. They didn't want this shit.
I remember that happened to McDonald's a long time ago.
Yeah, he sued because the coffee was too hot. Yeah. Remember that?
So it's the same, like.
I mean, this is different. The guy sued because the coffee was hot. He sued because when she handed him the fucking drink, it fell on him. Yeah, this other motherfucker got away with a loophole. He said, "Nah, the coffee's too hot." That's crazy.
No, you got burned. Yeah, so I guess it wasn't about the coffee being too hot. The negligence of securing the lid on the cup was still hot coffee.
50 mil. I want 50 mil.
Yeah, that's crazy. And they know they would have spent more than 50 million defending the shit. In the end,
he would have took 100 mil easy.
Or even if it took 10, it would have did 40 worth of damage. You know, all that kind of shit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not trading to answer your question. 50 mil for third-degree burns.
Yeah. Shit don't work no more.
Yeah, definitely not that. You couldn't pay me enough.
50 mil, bro.
At this
mil, you can have sex ever again.
No, if I was like, but no, I'm not that old.
You gotta go get a fake one, bro. You gotta be like Ocho.
Hey, well, yeah, I could tell you, yeah, that shit's crazy. The technology with the fake shit is wild work. Like I had an old school friend of mine that had like that shit enhancement, and that shit's a whole crazy shit. Like I seen the video that like the doctor send, you know, with the options and the procedures. I'm like, word, this shit is real. Like this shit's crazy. So yeah, there's some wild shit out there. People don't even really realize. But yeah. I'm not fucking with that. Not at this point in my life. No go. Let me see what else we got for that. Eclipse. I don't know what's going on with my
internet.
Yeah, it's like in waves. Like I don't know if you can hear any. Like it ain't breaking up. But like far as when I'm loading clips, it's like getting halfway done, and then it's like almost like when you buffer. But it doesn't, usually it will continue, but it's like resetting, like the clip never even loaded. But salute to y'all in the building. If you're watching, on the replay in the future, any of that shit, we appreciate it. When's your next travel plan?
I'm trying to do Thailand, man. God willing, in October, man. I gotta save it.
October. It's a long clip. I'm sure you're gonna sneak a couple of Atlantic cities in between there.
Oh, definitely.
I thought about going to the craps table last night, man. Just taking $100 and just seeing what's what. I was like, man, I don't even want to get involved with that again, like that. Because all in all, I probably like broke even from like doing it for like, I used to keep track, you know what I'm saying, a little plus minus and shit. And I was like, yo, I'm just like breaking even. Probably like slightly under burning gas money. But having fun, but like, yo, I just want the fucking catch a good hit one night, hit a lick at the casino. Like I've seen it done where motherfuckers in like 12, 14 rolls, they just want like crazy racks, you know what I mean? If I would have bet right with them, I'd have been there too, like just caught the same little, but I was like, no, it's an anomaly. Like, bruh, he just hit bop to bop, you know what I mean? He started with $40 over there on the yo, and he stacked that shit, parlayed that, and bop, bop, bop. I was like, bruh, I should have just got on that same little betting line for fucking $10 and I would have been up. This nigga just walked away with, you know, like that's crazy. I just want one of those, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, bro, I've seen it. When somebody walks like on their way out.
I can see like 15 seconds into the future.
Yeah, like I've seen those where I'm like, I mean, even when I've done it before, but like, you know, I hit like you know, you hit like a snake eyes, bam.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll pay you, but they'll leave it up, you know what I'm saying, what you initially betted. And then I hit like a 12. Then I was like, bro, and then I hit a snake eye.
That's good to hit on the crapless craps.
That money alone, that shit would have been crazy. It'd have been enough to stop fucking gambling that night for sure. You know what I mean? But whatever. It is what it is, but yeah, I can't get back into that. I'm
waiting for them to legalize poker in New York. Stop fucking around, man. I had to reach out to Trump. This shit's getting crazy.
Watch that clip.
At least the video fucking poker. Let niggas play online, bro. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, they ain't having that.
I'm missing out on bread, bro, because the only way I could play in the underground club. Like,
we used to have like they was doing charity poker events. It was like a couple years where that shit was like everybody who knew it was just some, you know, like they was just tiptoeing through loopholes, but it was some big games that was having at like some big bars. And I'm like, bro, this happened like, we know it's just a straight up gambling situation, but it's like all under the guise of a nonprofit, you know, charity type scenario, but everybody was getting paid somehow, you know, to the point where a lot of bars are doing it. But then they start legalizing shit. But I don't know. We have poker at the casino where you can go and play. They don't have that at your casinos?
Not here in New York, nope.
Or are there casinos in New York, I guess?
They are, but most of them are slots and shit. You got to go to the PA or fucking Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Because all our casinos are on like Native American lands.
I mean, they got the Native American ones in Connecticut, the Foxwoods and the other one.
Like, because all our casinos, they're run by the tribal casinos.
Yeah,
and
that's in Connecticut.
Yeah,
and out in New York. That's what I'm saying. Like, you figured the fucking city would have this shit. Then they talking about having a casino downtown. I'm waiting on that shit. Well, if they was to build the Caesars somewhere downtown, dog, I'll be on the comp like for real. You know how I be in AC, nigga, I'll be living in Midtown just off comps.
Good morning, man. Chris Corky, salute to you. Good morning. Thank you for pulling up. Hit that like button, which you probably already did, but yeah, salute to you.
Good morning. What other clip we got? We got a couple of clips left, right? We got a half hour rolling.
All right, you want to go with the hyperbolic chamber? So the kids that called 911 on their parents.
Oh, that was a funny one. That was a funny one. Yeah.
All right, we'll do that one.
Imagine that. That's what I'm saying. These kids got a lot of power these days. You know, you as a kid, you ever thought about calling the cops on your parents?
My sister did one time. She got caught stealing around the corner store, and the store owner, like, he called my dad because he knew him. You know what I mean? He didn't call the police, but when my dad got around there, he told her, he said, when I get home, I'm gonna kill your little ass. You know what I mean? Just talking. Oh, he said, I'm gonna beat your ass to death. I think that's what he said. I'm gonna beat your ass to death when I get home. Some shit. When she got home, she called the police and shit. Police came. They ended up like laughing with my dad type shit. You know, he didn't get in trouble or nothing. And
yeah, that was back in the day. Yeah, now shit, that shit was a different play. Yeah.
Like, shit. Next time you call the police, you better leave with them. You know, type shit.
Hi.
Oh, it's the police. They came for real.
Yeah, we have to just come check, make sure everything's okay.
Hey, what you do?
Did you call the police?
Yeah.
Why?
I told my mommy to go to jail.
Why do you want mommy to go to jail?
Because I need her. Because they're just being bad to me.
Why is she being bad to you?
Because her doing silly stuff to me.
What's she doing to you?
Just keep on doing me.
She hit you, or is it because you didn't get ice cream yet?
I didn't get ice cream.
So is that why you're upset?
Yeah, that's why I didn't get no ice cream.
It's so hard to yell at them.
A police, yeah.
So no calling 911 unless it's a real emergency, okay?
What do you call for?
I
ate his ice cream. You ate his ice cream?
Mommy has to go to jail.
Should we take her to jail for eating your ice cream?
Yes.
Damn.
Yo.
That's
Wellness check. Yo, she's lucky she had her
morning.
house up to par, boy.
Yeah, because that could have led
What up,
to
Vic?
that could have been the fucking pandemic. You know what I mean? It could have got bad if it was anything wrong. Because even though the police are sitting there and they're like, okay, just a kid calling there, they still doing some police shit, looking. But yeah. Jay Harlan, you ain't tired?
I got 2 jobs, man. Nah, I'm chilling. I was working last night, so it was just let me pass the hours. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Shit, what's the other clip we got? What we got?
You got that. We got a 5-year-old dies in a hyperbolic chamber.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. Yeah. That shit is wild. Because, you know, people are studying different types of medicine when it comes to certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Different type of ways of curing certain things. And, you know, some people don't believe in taking many medicines.
Let me see here.
Old boy in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber. Tonight, 4 people are now facing criminal charges. And of course, the question, how did this happen? Here's Eva Pilgrim.
Tonight, criminal charges against 4 people for the tragic death of a 5-year-old Michigan boy killed when a hyperbaric chamber exploded in flames. Police racing to the Oxford Center, an alternative medicine center in Troy, Michigan, just before 8 a.m. on January 31st. 5-year-old Thomas Cooper was in the middle of a treatment when authorities say a single spark inside a hyperbaric chamber filled with pure oxygen ignited.
This was a very easily preventable situation.
The center's owner, Tamala Peterson, and 2 managers, Gary Markin and Jeffrey Mosteller, all now charged with second-degree murder. The person operating the chamber, Aletta Moffett, charged with involuntary manslaughter and placing false information on a medical record.
The investigation into this tragedy has revealed how the Oxford Center in Troy and several of its key decision makers held safety among their lowest considerations in their hyperbaric treatment practice.
David, Thomas Cooper was being treated for ADHD and sleep apnea. Hyperbaric chambers are considered safe for some health issues, but they are not FDA cleared for those conditions. All 4 from the clinic have pleaded not guilty. They are expected back in court.
No, that's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's like,
5-year-old, man.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they didn't want to, kill the kid, but what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing some shit that could, like, I would never think that shit that explode.
No, I mean, but I look at it as a medical accident, medical incident. And, I'm not I'm not like focusing on, why was it a hyperbaric? That was a different, whenever it's something that's not FDA approved or unconventional, they always put the spotlight if something goes wrong. I don't think, that was just a medical incident. You hear of situations where people go and get an MRI or something and they got like some crazy kind of metal shit they didn't know about and that shit gets ripped out their body. You know what I mean? And crazy shit happens to, all types of shit. I put it in that category. That's fucked up. But the fact that
it's a kid, bro. Yeah,
it was a kid that's fucked up too. If it had been anybody, but yeah. That's fucked up. Yeah. That the shit exploded, and yeah, they about to get paid for that.
RP, man. Yeah, to that kid's family, man. Like, that's crazy. Like, you taking your kid to the doctor and some crazy shit happens like that. That's fucking foul, man. Yeah, fuck, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. That's even crazy. That's, I hear that shit, and it reminds me of when they was talking about the submarine that imploded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it was the opposite here. He exploded. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what the fuck? A little kid had to go through that shit? Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's
whew. Shake that up. Go to the next one. Yeah. As a parent, like, I can't even imagine losing one of my kids. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know how the fuck somebody got to die, bro. I don't give a fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah, this one's
like
wild.
It could have been avoided, and they said it. It could have been avoided.
All right.
They're accused of holding her stepson captive for more than 20 years. That stepson, who is now 32, weighing just 68 pounds, setting fire to the home. He was hoping firefighters would come save him. And when asked if he was hungry when he was saved, he said, all day, every day, my entire life. Here's Whit Johnson.
Tonight, the house fire that led to a shocking discovery in Waterbury, Connecticut. A 32-year-old man who police say had been held captive for more than 20 years. His stepmother, Kimberly Sullivan, arrested.
It's truly a horrifying, and it's beyond comprehension what occurred here.
Authorities responding to reports of an active fire at the home last month, saying they observed a man who was extremely emaciated. His hair was matted and unkempt. He was very dirty, and his teeth all appeared to be rotten. 5'9" and only 68 pounds. According to court documents, he told officers he intentionally started the fire in his room on the second floor using a lighter, hand sanitizer, and paper because he wanted his freedom.
This is the worst treatment of humanity that I've ever witnessed.
Police say when asked if he was hungry, he stated, all day, every day, my entire life. He recalled drinking water from the toilet because he claimed he was only getting about 2 cups of water per day. The man said he'd been pulled out of school at the age of 11 after the Department of Children and Families was called to their home. Court documents stating that he would steal others' food at school, later spending years mostly locked in his room.
That room did have exterior locks on it and a number of different styles of exterior locks.
The 56-year-old stepmother appearing in court today, facing multiple charges, including assault, kidnapping, and unlawful restraint. Her attorney saying she denies all allegations, appearing to place some blame on the accuser's biological father, who died last year.
He's the one that dictated how his son would be raised. She's not the villain she's being made out to be.
And David Sullivan was released on $300,000 bond. The police chief saying they are working to support the 32-year-old man as he recovers from what doctors described as a life-threatening condition. David, just a horrific case.
So he was out on bond because he was the arsonist. They made it. That's crazy.
Listen to this. How is she not the villain when the father died a year ago, but you still kept him like that?
Yeah, you still rocking like this.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
I mean, shit, she would have been going to jail either way because they'd have been like, you, even if he was there dictating, you still didn't, you know what I mean?
You ain't stop it. You ain't call the cops. You thought that shit was humane, bitch. Fuck out of here, yo.
That's wild. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man?
Yes.
Like, give him up for adoption if you're going to treat him like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
even at that point, he's 32 when they found him. So he was already in his 30s when, you know what I mean, when the dad was sick and dying.
20 years. That's crazy, man. He did a bid. Poor, like, you know the fucking trauma that motherfucker got to live with, bro?
That's what I'm saying. People like that, like, she don't deserve, she deserves worse than jail. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And watch her get probation, 10 years type shit.
Yeah, that's wild. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Man. Shit, the world's going topsy-turvy. That's what they say, topsy-turvy. Old school shit. You know what I mean? Like, shit is upside down for real.
Yeah. This next clip here, the 15-year-old that got charged with murder on the police.
Oh, the YNs out there. Shit's another level right here. Remember Ice Cube fucked the police? Took it to the next level in the new age, 2025.
The other big story we are following tonight in Newark. An officer hit during a shootout continues to fight for his life in the hospital. This as a family and police department mourn an officer shot and killed in the line of duty.
Detective Joseph Ascana, a 5-year veteran of the Newark Police Department, was just 26 years old. His alleged killer, a 14-year-old who now faces murder and attempted murder charges.
Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo has more from Newark.
It's the worst call any law enforcement family can receive. As one officer recovers here at University Hospital, the family of the other plans a funeral. Members of law enforcement came from all over New Jersey to salute the hearse carrying the body of a Newark detective, just 26 years old.
5-year veteran Officer Joseph Ascana was shot before he even had the opportunity to leave his police car.
It was a wild shootout between police and an armed 14-year-old boy Friday evening. The barrage of bullets shattering school windows and sending kids running down Broadway. Detective Ascana was working with the feds to rid the streets of illegal guns.
I don't know many people that would have went to that scene knowing that danger lived there.
Detective Ascana and another officer were rushed to the hospital after being shot. Police immediately gathered there hoping for the best, but at 2:34 a.m., the detective was pronounced deceased.
His mother and his father and approximately 5 brothers were at the hospital mourning him, grieving him.
On the upswing of his career, the 26-year-old made detective just 2 years ago and was assigned to the intelligence unit. The governor calling him and his fellow officer heroes.
Those two guys when they went to work yesterday morning, they didn't expect that it was going to end the way it did.
A 14-year-old boy is now charged with Detective Ascana's murder. An automatic firearm believed to be the murder weapon was recovered at the scene.
We need to focus laser sharp on trying to find the reason why this 14-year-old was in the situation that he was. Had a gun, felt he could use it against the police.
Both the surviving officer and the suspect are expected to recover. 5 people are in custody. In Newark, Anthony Carlo, Channel 7.
Man, that's just crazy. I bet you he played GTA like a motherfucker. I'm not saying that's what make you do it, but like,
no, it's not even that. It's just the fact that now just take it what a 14-year-old is doing with a weapon.
All that they don't fear,
and to the fact that again, how the state of the country is in, that a 14-year-old in New Jersey walking around with a weapon for what reason when he should just be worried about school or worried about dating, worried about that this is it's the deeper question than what it is. It's crazy the officer lost his life. You know what I'm saying? RIP to the family with that. But like it's bigger than what it is, bro. Pause. You understand what I'm saying? Like real talk. Like that shit is just crazy on all fucking aspects of it. You got a kid that had to resort to violence because that's all he thought he knew. He's not a victim in the case. He made a decision. But at the same time, a 14-year-old don't know what the fuck he's really doing. Yeah, they know the bare essentials, but let's be serious. They don't have no fucking point of consequences what's going on. Yeah, right from wrong to a certain extent, but not to the point where a fucking adult does. And now an adult life had to be taken. Fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy.
Hey.
That's some wild shit, man. Yeah, man. Life choices, man. Take 10 seconds to breathe, people. You know what I'm saying? It might help save your life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Definitely, man. Yeah, that's some wild stories. I forgot all that. Yo. That's crazy. That's shit. 14, bro. Think about that shit.
Yeah.
And he had a shootout. He didn't just pop the cop. Like he had a shootout. Like
GTA shit.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Yeah, listen.
Yeah, real life GTA.
And I'm with you on that because that again, the games and everything desensitizes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not blaming. I love GTA. I play this shit all the time.
Well, I love GTA for sure.
Acting like the game is real life. They don't think about like I would have been afraid to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? At that age, like, man, hell no. I'm like, I ain't going to jail. I'm not like, they don't fear that shit. It's just like,
but again, it's just the fact is when they're in that moment and they're like, well, fuck it, I'm going to jail anyway. They already told me, this, I get caught with this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was more so like, I guess when I was younger like that before, I used to go to church, not all the time, but I had a fear of whatever, like, I don't ever want to, like fear going to hell or just whatever that the thought system, the consequences for whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's like even a human behavior modification system where you always give a consequence for doing crazy shit. Because if you didn't think there was an afterlife, repercussions for your consequences, you'll do whatever the fuck you want to. But that shit works early when they scare you into, you can't do this. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go into the whole rabbit hole of religious programming or all that, whatever, but there's a consequence. And the real life shit is jail. If you don't believe in the jail, the other shit you'll burn in hell forever, whatever it is. But point being, I used to have a fear of doing wild shit, especially killing people at a young age. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you could convince me to do that would warrant killing somebody because I would be afraid of going to hell. You know what I'm saying? So like, kids nowadays don't even fear none of that shit. Going to jail, going to hell, you know what I mean? None of that. That's why too, when you have societies that instantly punish people for wild shit like that, you don't have these crazy ass, you know what I mean? Like when you can go get publicly hanged and all that shit, like those type of incidents, there's a lot less of them because you fear it.
That's why I said Trump's trying to pass that law where you get caught and convicted as a drug dealer, you get the death penalty.
Cop killers too, death penalty.
Yeah. And that's what it is scaring the shit out of people to like stop doing crime, or you're gonna get fucking killed in front of everybody. Like,
yeah.
I guess they don't have no other way to stop this shit. You know
We have to
what I mean?
rebuild the moral fabric of society where you won't have the type of urges that would lead to such extreme things. And we won't have to
The
drag it.
purge. The purge.
You know, you got to recreate this thing. Well, here's one last clip before we get out of here. It was your clip 1. It says the revenge porn switched around. Let's see here.
Only on 13, an apparent bad breakup ends in a woman's arrest, police say, for revenge porn. She's accused of showing an X-rated video to people at a local bar. ABC 13's Luke Jones spoke to the man in that video who has a lot of regret tonight. Luke?
Yeah, in no time at all, his life quickly became a living nightmare. People he knows have seen this video, he says, even people he does business with. And now he's hoping against hope that emergency protection order in place is enough to keep this woman out of his life for good.
I really wish I didn't do it.
Michael Bassett regretting the videos he took of he and this woman having sex in his truck on Valentine's Day.
So she had me record it on her phone.
After she allegedly showed them to a bunch of his friends and customers of his diesel maintenance business.
It really is extremely embarrassing. Like, I mean, I took those out of confidence, not thinking they would get, I don't got an OnlyFans or anything. I don't sell pictures and stuff of my body.
Bassett says he broke things off with 18-year-old Taylor Richards sometime after the Valentine's Day encounter. Words were exchanged, and then Monday night at his Snapchat group.
You know, screaming, laughing, but I did not need to see that, yada, yada, yada.
He calls his friends who were hanging out at District 249, and that's when he learns those Valentine's Day videos he thought had been deleted hadn't.
He goes, bro, Taylor is here showing everybody y'all's videos. And then they start making jokes.
Some of his customers so disturbed by what they'd seen, they decided to part ways, he says.
I can handle my friends messing with me and whatnot. I can't handle when I start losing money.
Richard was arrested that night and charged with unlawful disclosure of intimate video material. Her mom tells us her daughter isn't commenting, but Bassett says she was speaking to him even after her arrest.
She called me from the jail and she was just like, are you going to drop the charges and this, that, and the other? I'm like, no, you have a lesson to learn.
In court.
We've got to save the top case for last.
The magistrate clears the courtroom before delving into Richard's case, ultimately releasing her on a personal recognizance bond and ordering her to stay away from Bassett. But as far as he's concerned, the damage has already been done.
My advice to other young men is just avoid taking videos and whatnot, because tomorrow's promised to nobody. Your relationship is not promised to you tomorrow.
And apparently, neither is your privacy.
Yes.
Luke Jones, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's like when you hear the guy who goes to the cops and says, y'all getting beat by a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a little stigma there. It's like, yeah, she's showing the tape. I did it out of confidence. Playing victim. I don't know. What y'all think? Equal rights. Yeah, that's kind of wild. He said, listen, she was showing everybody. I don't care about getting ragged on my friends, but once I start losing money, that's when he gave a fuck. Oh, shit. So it's sad. We're in the opposite world now. That's some shit you expect a lady to be like, nah, he showed my video. You know, that's that revenge. That's how revenge porn shit charges really started. Dudes, you know, basically showing shorties who they with, you know, video, putting it on a porn site.
All right, my
bad. That shit was crazy. You know,
Yeah.
One for equal rights.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, he got more mad probably because, you know what I'm saying, somebody else found out who he was fucking with. That's what blew his shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how old he was. The 18-year-old was flashing it around. He found out. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's why they was like, look what he's doing. That's inappropriate. He's a store owner.
Or all that. Or yeah, like it's not like some small town shit. So they found out you fucking
exactly.
people's cousins, sisters, or some shit. You're like, and they was like,
Luann's little cousin.
Messing with the hot chick. He reversed it on him. Like, are you gonna drop the charges? But yeah, good. Usually it goes the other way around. No, I just got a call from but I got a call from DJI following up, making sure that I got my I crashed my drone. I tell you that shit. I crashed the drone.
Nah. Shit, I guess we got a whole bunch of crashes. Some asshole crashed my car.
Yeah. So they was calling to make sure that I got the insurance on it. So DJI insurance.
Oh, so they can just replace it. They don't gotta do nothing, right?
I had to pay like $39 or whatever. That's the fee.
Oh, that's not bad.
They're gonna send you another drone. Like that's why I was asking her like how long. She was like, usually take a day or two. So hopefully by next week I have another one being shipped here. And
At least you know that you like it enough to get it again. You know what I'm saying? Because can you claim your money back if you be like, nah?
Not in that scenario. I bought the DJI Care. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't think I've had it under 30 days. But even though if I broke it, I would have been able to be like, I don't know. I bought the insurance because I know I'm going to take some risk with it. And I think today, before I send it in, I'm still going to like fly that shit into like a tree or some shit and just see like, just do some tests, some crash tests. Because it still flies. Like the only thing that got fucked up was like the little sensor in the front and the gimbal won't move, but the camera still works. And it, like this shit fell from like probably about 30 feet, I think. I was flying.
100%.
Yeah, it flew right in the middle of in the intersection around the corner from my house. I was flying over the traffic, so I was getting like a nice shot, and I knew I was above like the main power lines because like I'm always measuring and shit. Like like as I walk my neighborhood, because I know I want to fly like some cool shit. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of like right there above where a car would be, so people can't really touch it. But below the power line, so I know like my range on certain streets. So even right there, I was flying. I had a good shot, and then I looked up at the last second. I could tell like how the drone was flying. It clipped something because like the shot got crazy, and then I seen like power lines, and then the shit went out white. I said, "Oh shit!" So I just started running around the corner, bro. Like I had to run like a block. When I got there, when I got there, it was like
luckily it was close enough. Imagine that shit being like 4 or 5 blocks away, and it just came out of the sky. So I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
So like I just broke out running like through the neighbor's yard or whatever, and I finally got there, and then I seen it in the street, and I'm like, oh shit! And it was like traffic, the light was stopped, and I was like, it was enough. It wasn't like busy, so I could kind of run out in traffic, you know what I'm saying, and just like grab it because it was in between the lights. But I'm surprised it didn't get ran over because where it landed, but I thought it was in pieces. But the actuality, the battery had just like fell out from hitting on the ground. The battery popped out. So then
even if it would have got ran over, it would have still been covered, though, right?
Yeah, it would have still been covered for total destruction. Even flyaway, if it flew away, you can get it recovered, or you can get, it's different. It costs more on a flyaway if you can't turn nothing in. But like under the warranty, like you get, I bought 2 years, so you get like 2 flyaways or 4 incidents. So this would be one of my 4 incidents. So, but yeah, so. Later on, but that shit surprised me from the height it fell to like just the battery popping out and the gimbal and shit. Like I said, the camera aspect of it don't work, but I powered it up immediately right there and was flying it back home, so it functions well. It fell on the camera. The camera don't work the right way, so. But yeah, they just do a quick swap out.
You getting the swap out? I got the rental.
Yeah, right.
It getting me. Yo, but salute to everybody who joined us today. Jay's in the Morning, #1 morning show in the Polyverse, episode 50.
Big 50.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. We do this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going Friday, 50-51. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. Hope y'all have a wonderful week. And we catch y'all next time. Be safe.